still that this is a different and if you are denied access to clients, nothing will stop you from moving your course at any time so that you make that line of submission, I will not have this. Most of them.
I pray that the court takes judicial notice that the region of Shakahola has already been placed under curfew. Which is the alleged crime scene. That Your Honor, Shakahola is a region that does not specifically relate to where the respondents live or could have been living, or any of the respondents. It's a place like Mtwapa, like we would say Mtwapa, or would say Bamburi. The fear of interference with the alleged crime has already been taken care of. Further, supporting affidavit to this motion in all its paragraphs that support the affirmance there. Affirmance. And an intended route of investigation, which must not be the case. I want to say that the crime scene is within the property of the first responder. And the crime scene being a portion of land. There was need for evidence to show that he owns that particular area that is said that the dead bodies are exhumed or people are buried. That evidence has not been brought, despite the fact that he has been in custody. And they even conducted a search at his home. Those are issues that are to be handled in the hearing of the suit, in the event is to be charged. One of the prosecution has submitted on the condition of the corpses information that suggests a post-mortem report should have been annexed, and which was not. I pray the court considers that all such averments and submissions by the prosecution and counsel for the victims, that they were evidence from the bar. Such averments were evidence from the bar, and there was no exhibit supporting that. And they seem to be disregarded. Your Honor, there are allegations that all the respondents are connected. And that others were security. Such averments were made here. We pray the court to observe that each and every respondent has been brought here on his own personal account. And no evidence whatsoever has been tabled to link how they are connected, one to the other. All of them. There was no link whatsoever. Further, Your Honor, the first respondent has never been arrested anywhere outside the Malindi police station or the holding cells at the Malindi locals. The first respondent, his arrest emanated by him by a phone call. He was called by phone. Come to Malindi police station. And he went. Just a phone call. And he presented himself there. There was no effort whatsoever to say that he's at flight risk. His phones have been confiscated. That evidence is already with the prosecution in his call records. And that, Your Honor, when he was called, he was in company of the second and the third. And the fourth one who joined him as a friend. And they were all arrested together. The rest, Your Honor, who are allegedly said to be security, offering security, it was not even defined what kind of security or how they participate, how they participated, that the prosecution now forms the opinion that these are security guards. That evidence was not brought. We pray that you consider that there is no such evidence. Your Honor, an ID parade, if it is to be conducted, for the days that they were in detention, first 7 days and next 14 days, ID parade would have been done long time ago. And even if it is to be done in any date in the future, it does not require 90 days. You know the allegations that there was an attack at the First Respondents Church. You know the definition of a church by law does not meet what the prosecution wanted to insinuate to this court. There is no evidence to show that that is a church. A search was conducted in that place on 1st of May. On the 1st of May. And the deponent to this affidavit was present. Your Honor, I was also present together with my colleague by virtue of a court order requiring our attendance. And Your Honor, there was no church in that place. There was a building and a store. There is no evidence brought to you to show that the first respondent has a church. That evidence has not been brought. Your Honor, as to what the prosecution has stated they want to do in their further investigation, there is no link whatsoever that has been brought to show how that cannot be done when the respondents, when the individual respondents are out on bail or bond. There wasn't at all. But we pray the court to take note of that. They say that the victims are in a rescue center. This rescue center has not even been disclosed where it is, such as to say that they will interfere with the victims wherever they are. I've also stated that the respondents individually have been rejected by the community where they come from. You know, those governments are not supported by any evidence. They're based on hearsay, among other governments. And more specifically, they did not specify each and every individual respondent where they come from, and who are the authorities or leaders in that community who have rejected them.